Hello, everyone. In this video, I would like to discuss and introduce you to something that's very common in the horary astrology practice, and that is the questions about relationships. A lot of times people come to an astrologer wondering about the future of the relationship or how someone feels about them. They sometimes wonder about more secret parts of the relationships. For example, why did it break? Or is their loved one or is their interest seeing someone else? So there are many different types of questions. And I will share with you today how they can be answered with a horary chart. And it really reveals wonderfully those dynamics. And this is in preparation for a longer class that I'll be teaching at International Academy of Astrology, end of September, September 25th. The link will be in the comments. But let's look at the chart together, and you will appreciate the beauty and the wisdom of the chart. So the situation was that a young man approached me. He was in his middle 20s, and he said that his girlfriend of 2 years kind of broke up with him by ghosting him. They didn't have any closure, any conversation. She just was avoiding him. And for the last few months, they didn't really talk too much to each other. And so, of course, he sensed that things were going wrong, and he wanted to know why she broke up with him or why she disappeared like this. Did she have any feelings? Of course, is there any hope for reconciliation? So let's take a look at those things. Is there hope of reconciliation? And did she have feelings, or what was going on for her? First of all, the querent, the person who is asking the question, we call them querent, is always assigned to the first house. And we find Libra here, which is very much connected with the topic of the question. Libra is about relationship, and relationship is on his mind. And his ruler, his significator, is Venus in Cancer, which shows him as a man. First of all, it's a feminine planet, right, showing the man. So shows him as a person interested in emotional connection and nurture and nourishment. Even maybe he wants to be taken care of a little bit. And the girlfriend, in traditional view, we would take from the seventh house. Here we find Aries, and Mars rules Aries. So it's an interesting reversal of planets. For a guy, we have a feminine planet, and for the girl, who is also in her 20s, we have a masculine planet. And it kind of shows the reversal of the roles in their relationship. While he was looking for nurture and maybe even a little bit like a mother figure, right, or someone who to take care of him, she was so into the independence and excitement and exploring the life, like fully. And basically, they were completely in different spaces. And so when I pointed this out to him, he admitted that they had conflictual relationship, difficult relationship, which is visible in this chart in other places, but he still had feelings for her and he still wanted to know what's going on. And so the future of the relationship is shown by an aspect between the planet significators. We don't find an aspect here. Venus is far away from the square of Mars, so that doesn't give us promise of reconciliation. And, in addition to that, we see that Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter are here in the fourth house. They're also in difficult relationship with Mars. So conflicts at the base of their relationship, different family structures, different family values were also contributing to their split. But is there anything else? We look at the moon, which shows emotional, where the heart is, right? Where the emotional intent of the person is. So for my client, it's in the 11th house. It shows he's hopeful, right? He's still looking for positive resolution, positive feedback from me or prediction. And for the girl, we can use the moon for the girl as well. We find the moon in her 5th house. So the 11th radical is the turned 5th, right? From the first to here. And we find that her moon, in other words, her heart is in the house associated with love, romance, creativity. Not only that, the moon is applying to the sun. That was a new moon situation. And the masculine planet in her house of love and relationship or romance represents another person. So she's drawn to someone else. There's someone else close to her. And not only the moon applies to the trine of the sun, they also trining Mars, her significator, in the 7th house. So there was someone else in her life. Not only there was someone else, but with that person, she was really compatible, and there was love and a lot of excitement, right? It's fiery connection. These planets are in fire, and she was in fire. So she had met someone with whom she felt that romance, that passion that she did not feel in her relationship with my client. And as I said, there were difficulties, there were problems in their approaches to life, and relationship was conflictual. And so she met someone else and she kind of moved on, not having much thoughts about my client's feelings, not even closing the relationship, not even having like a discussion that she's moving on. And so when I told this to my client, he really was shocked, surprised, because he didn't know it at the time. But a few weeks later, he found out that indeed she had a romantic relationship with someone at her work, which is interesting here. You know, the son is like a manager, right? Or someone in the authority. And soon thereafter, like within a few weeks, she and this other person decided to get married, and she married this new man. As to my client, he really was devastated for a while, but he accepted, he admitted that relationship wasn't really compatible and it wasn't a really perfect fit. And so after some period of mourning or, grieving, perhaps maybe grieving is a better word, he let go. And eventually he met a very nice girl. And as a matter of fact, he also got married just recently. So that's how this chart played out and showed the true reasons for their breakup. I hope you like this video. And if you're interested in the class, come September 26th, the information will be in the comments. If you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate your support because my channel is new and growing, and stay tuned for more.